Yeah, I was happy with our performance this evening. I thought our energy was good. It was awesome to see, 5 people in double figures. Some interesting stats in this game, looking at the box score, but just I thought we improved from a couple days ago against Loyola.
Open the floor for questions, Thomas.
Seeing Kyla return from the injury that cost her against Loyola Maryland, just what stood out about her performance to you tonight?
I think as a team, we were really locked into our rebounding, and Gardner Webb plays zone for near 40 minutes, and so it's hard sometimes to have those perfect blockouts. So we really just emphasized not only Kyla but the whole team trying to find those pockets to rebound and get extra possessions. And she had a great motor. I think she was pretty excited to be back on the floor. She reminded me at one point she looked like Tigger from Winnie the Pooh, of just bouncing around and trying to make plays for her teammates. And just happy to see her back and being just aggressive out there in all different ways.
And then a 54 to 27 rebounding margin. Just what are your thoughts on that?
That was kind of an interesting stat, 30 boards. I always say there's a lot of missed shots when that happens too, so there's a catch with it all. But, I thought that was some good numbers. And we spread across. Obviously, Kyla had a lot of boards, but our guards got in there a little bit more, so led to some free throws too and extra baskets, which was nice.
When they play zone like that, that's probably taxing for a lot of the game. They pressed you a little bit too and threw some different looks. You guys only had 4 turnovers up until midway in the fourth quarter. What'd you like about just how your group kind of handled that and passed around it and moved the ball to get looks? I know they didn't necessarily all hit, but.
I think that might have been my favorite stat all game, to only have 8 turnovers. I thought they took the press off. Because we were able to handle it. And I think the good thing about this team this year is that we just have multiple ball handlers, and we really emphasize the 2 days of prep of just being fundamentally sound, the way we shared and moved the ball, and understanding when they were going to be scrappy at certain times, when they were going to be longer. And I thought overall it was really good. I didn't realize it was that low of a number for most of the game, which was a positive stat for us.
Career high 17 points for Somaya. Well, what impressed you about her tonight, and can you just kind of reflect on her journey from last December till now?
Somaya's been through a lot with the injury, and I think people always assume right when you come back you're going to be this perfect player, and there's such a journey with it. And I think she's been chomping at the bit to have maybe a breakout game, and she's been doing the right thing. She's been really invested in the process of just getting my extra shots, getting the film, taking care of my body, and making sure her mental side is strong to battle now every night. When you're sitting out, you can see a lot. As coaches can, we can see all the things that we need to improve on, as she did when she was sitting on the sideline. But when you're in the game, it's a different feel. And I thought this was the first evening where she just looked like herself, and she played a little more free. And I thought even some of the things we talked about from our film session from Loyola to this game, man, I could see it carry over, and that's great IQ for her still being a young player. So I was really happy to see her have a really nice game today, hit a couple threes. She's been shooting it well. Just sometimes it takes a minute in game minutes to actually happen and come true.
I was curious. You got a very, very quick turnaround here to Saturday afternoon. What was was there something intentional about that scheduling?
Absolutely. It's interesting. Every opponent we faced has been a very different style. Gardner Webb played 40 minutes of zone. Coastal Carolina is a very, very good team, and you look at having a game, 1 day prep, and then another game. It really prepares you for our MTE tournament down the Virgin Islands. We'll have that similar thing here in a couple weeks. NCAA tournaments like that too. So being able to recover tonight, coaches will hit the work pretty late tonight, and then get them a game plan ready to go. And we talked about it a few minutes in the locker room, just being able to come down off of some exciting moments and plays, and then really lock into a team like Coastal, who presses more than Gardner Webb. They have all different lineups and facets of their presses and their man and their zone. So it'll be a good challenge for us. He does a really good job over there, and they got some kids who are coming back from injuries, and some kids who are really good players, both inside and out. So it'll be a good challenge for us.
And if I may, since signing day was yesterday, could you kind of share with us a little bit about what you hope that each of those kids can bring to the table for you next year?
Yes, great day yesterday. Finally got those kids signed, sealed, and delivered, which means us coaches can make comments because they're official now. But Kaleo Anderson, all the way from the West Coast in Washington, will be with us. Jack of all trades guard. I mean, she can play pretty much every position, and just fell in love with Virginia Tech when she came on a visit. We just said, hey, come and visit, check it out. We got to know her a little bit, and then she just loved the whole atmosphere here. She's going to be great for us. And then Ariana, we call her Ari. She's from the DMV area, a big presence inside, 6'4", long, athletic, shot blocker, defensive presence. And I was teasing with her. I was like, we could have used her the other night at Loyola a little bit, but really thrilled to have her come from a great organization with the Boo Williams. Actually, Terry's father runs the program, and so it's nice to get a DC, Maryland kid into our program in Blacksburg. So really thrilled about them. Wish them a lot of luck in their senior seasons here coming up. Terry Williams, the Gardner Webb coach. Her dad is Boo Williams, he runs that organization. So so that's where Ari plays.
Coach, you ran some of your own full court pressure there in the first quarter. How did you feel about the execution, and what kind of prompted that decision?
Oh, it was okay. I think they had fun doing it. Just a little pressure. We've been working on it a little bit, but I thought it was fine. I'll watch it on film, but I think we got a couple turnovers off of it. We were all in the wrong places like a few of the times, so it was just okay.
And Mel had 14, probably her best game as a Hokie.
Mm-hmm.
What did you like out of her tonight?
I liked Mel's efficiency. She was a little disappointed with, I think, her performance the other night, and I just loved that about her, that she settled herself back down. She got in the gym. I thought she took some really good shots. I thought her defense overall was really good, so I was proud of her. A little bit of a bounce-back performance today.
Hey, Coach, it seemed like even from the first quarter, the physicality was there. Right in front of you, Somaya forced herself into the ball. Kale took a charge a little bit after. What did you like about that?
I thought there was some major physical plays on both sides, and I was kind of talking to the refs a little bit about that of, they're figuring out how to call it when both kids are crashing the boards. And, I thought Layla had a charge late. Kale had one, which was really good. And those small things bring great energy to our team and our program. So, you're kind of learning what you can get away with, I guess, a little bit, and what they're going to call. But I thought overall, the refs did a really good job kind of controlling both sides of it. And a couple of them, I thought, we have the luxury to look at an iPad sometimes. And so when I get mad, my guy Jared always goes, yeah, they were right. And so I just kind of swallow it, and I give him a compliment. And I go, hey, you were right. That was a really good call. Because, coaches, we don't always agree with all of them. But yeah, the physicality, in early play, there's some emphasis on certain things in a new year, and just got to adapt to it.
And then also, it seemed like many times tonight, getting shots up early in the shot clock. What did you like about the shot selections?
I thought overall pretty good. I thought we still missed a few too many bunnies and some easy threes I know we can make. So, I think the big thing with our team is the confidence to shoot them. No, they're taking the right shots. And we just mentioned physicality. I think physicality in the paint to finish is a challenge. I think you watch teams now across the country being able to make those easy ones. When sometimes I guess they're not so easy. But I thought overall shot selection was good. Based on their zone, we knew we were going to be able to get some shots pretty early in the shot clock. So it was just a matter of making sure we got enough paint touches to go with our threes.
Thomas.
On the note of those threes, 8 for 34 from beyond the arc. What do you think was fueling those struggles today?
I thought they were all good as basketball. And I think the big thing with our team is we want to win different types of ways, and whether it's the three ball, whether it's inside, just keeping that versatility. And we're always talking right now about taking great shots. Are they good shots? Even when we take our threes, do we need a touch inside before that? And that was something we talked about. And I think we have a lot of good shooters on our team. I think the more they get confident, we still have a lot of young players, who are in these new roles and figuring out and trying to prove themselves. And sometimes they just need to settle in and, let it fly. And so that's what our coaching staff is really preaching. Get your reps in, be confident. If we rebound the ball like, we did tonight, you can miss a few of those shots because you got other people ready to have your back off of those.
Final question for Coach Duffy.
And then 5 players in double figures. Just how encouraging is it to have so many useful contributors on the floor like that?
We've talked about it, back when we put this roster together, is, trying to have our depth be a strength of ours. And, as we continue to try different rotations and, looking at practice to determine some of those, I think our women are really staying in the process of that. And It's really good to see as a coach that different people can step up, and I'm very proud of them, the way they're handling, this early season of the different styles. And, they all want to play 40 minutes if they can, but the strength of this team, I think, can be moments like we're talking about where multiple people can step up and hit shots or make huge defensive plays for us and rebound the ball for us. So we're a work in progress with that, but overall, I thought there were some good moments tonight, improving from a couple days ago.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.